Hello everybody! Welcome to the answer section of our Multiverse Match Q&A, where we're also going to reveal the Season 2 premiere for Multiverse Match.
Yes, indeed. I am Ducko, and
I'm Matt.
That is... yes.
We had a lot of fun making this first season of Multiverse Match. I think it's been a really fun ride that's lasted more than a year at this point. I'm pretty happy with pretty much all the episodes so far.
Yeah, I don't think you're more happy about them than previous shows.
Previous shows that will not be named. And,
yeah,
you know, it's a fun ride. We're doing some good indie verses over here.
Yeah.
Also, most recently, Death Battle Cast just did Kermit the Frog vs. Suyu, which was a Maximum Combat episode, and that's pretty fucked up. That's hilarious to me.
Oh, boy, yeah. There we are. I suppose if Devil Artemis is there, there's like an iota more of a chance that Kermit the Frog could show up on Death Battle.
Ooh, let's get some Kermit vs. Elmo over there. Let's see what that's like.
Oh,
okay,
boy.
So we're gonna start with the questions?
Yes.
As you can tell, we're ad-libbing this. We didn't script any of this. We're just going into it. So do you want to read the first question?
Okay, sure. This is from Hellfire Productions.
I guess just read one of the questions, we'll answer it, then we'll read the next question.
Yeah. There's question number 1. What anime or manga series do you think is underrepresented in versus debates?
Has there been enough Assassination Classroom in debates? I guess people probably have used Koro Sensei before.
I think I've just seen... Has he been on unfortunately, the most likely place to see Koro Sensei, I think, right now is Animation
Cartoon
Rewind.
Fight Club? Yeah.
Well, not Cartoon Fight Club quite, but maybe Rewind. I don't know.
Well, it's because they use everything. They've used so many characters.
Yeah, I think he's...
It's probably in some kind of battle royale between this very vague concept, it's a Squid Royale. Who will come out on top?
Boy. Yeah, I don't mean
Mouth
to...
Beezer's Royale.
Oh my god. I guess he doesn't have a nose, so what can he do?
Yeah, what else has he got? What do you think? What's the series you think is underrepresented?
I think
anime and manga specifically.
I think older anime and manga that isn't just Shonen Jump isn't as represented. I don't see a whole lot of Tenchi Muyo or Ranma or Cutie Honey. Sometimes I see her in fan-made Death Battle stuff, but I haven't seen her on a show so far. Although, to be fair, a lot of these don't have sprites. I haven't seen...
I think make custom sprites.
Yeah, I think I've seen Guyver sprites. Guyver might be one of my favorite old anime characters.
Oh, alright. Maybe we can use Guyver someday.
Yeah, that would be neat. What else is...
What's the next question? Oh,
I guess for as big for anime as he is, I'm surprised Astro Boy isn't used much more. But then again,
Astro Boy literally just fought Mega Man and everyone called it a day.
Yeah, I think that's the only one we really see.
Yeah, I would like some more Astro Boy.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the next question?
What is your warming beverage of choice, i.e. tea, coffee, hot chocolate, etc.?
Okay, hot chocolate for me, thanks.
I've drinking warm beverages sometimes. Some teas are alright, but I usually prefer cold beverages. I don't know, if I want to heat up, I have a heater.
Let's set the scene. It's Christmas time. You're feeling the chills. You need a warm drink that'll get you up.
I mean, if I'm trying to get up, but I don't even like coffee. But if I'm trying to get up, if it's Christmas time, somebody gives me some hot chocolate. Yeah, I'll have some hot chocolate. I'll put some little marshmallows in it. I'll even put a candy cane in it.
Oh, alright, we'll settle at that. We're both hot chocolate buds. That's what we are.
Yeah, there we are. There we go.
Next question.
Were there any canceled matches during Multiverse Match Season 1?
A lot!
Oh yeah, there are a few. The first one that comes to my mind, I'm not sure if it even counts as the Season 1 of this version of Multiverse Match.
Oh, you mean Mario vs. Pac-Man?
This animation... yeah, this animation is up somewhere, but we can't. But it was like part of the first iteration that fell through because, to be honest, around the time I was feeling crummy, pretty much. But I'm still working on trying to fix like what made me feel crummy. So you don't need to worry about that too much. But
yeah,
the audience,
were starting a multiverse match, and we were doing Mario versus Pac-Man, and that is what sparked a little inside joke of Pac-Man being Ultra Instinct because of this one game where if you're about to hit a ghost, time will just slow down so you can get out of the way, so little babies can't die at this game. So we took that, me and my cousin Seth, who you might remember from an older show I did. Seth was like, he thought that meant Pac-Man had Ultra Instinct and should beat Mario.
Oh my
That became a big debate.
Well,
we also originally had Giant Man versus Ultraman?
Oh yeah, Giant Man versus Ultraman. That got canceled because I don't think Max can be asked to give a shit about Giant Man.
Yeah. There's like a good chunk. Season 1 was not the same as we originally planned. It changed a lot, and I'm happy with that. We got to do a lot of fun fights. Ooh, yeah, we did. I was gonna do. Oh yeah, what did you say actually?
I don't have much to say other than like. Yeah, Giant Man. He's all right. Ant-Man's all right. The movies are all right, but I don't know. It depends.
But do you remember Freddy Krueger was originally gonna fight the Tall Man instead of Pennywise? But then, then I went and saw It Chapter 2 in theaters, and I was like, oh shit, I actually really like Pennywise. This is really cool. So we decided to do that instead. And I'm really happy with that choice. Because then I have an idea for Tall Man now that we eventually might be able to see on the show. So it all worked out.
I'm glad that turned out well, and the Tall Man movies seem nice. The Phantasm, I haven't seen them yet. I'll see them with Max probably, but
we can't reveal who's fighting.
But yeah, I'm not revealing who's fighting. What I'm saying is like Freddy versus Pennywise is probably like the more popular and like really heavily debated matchup. Yeah. So that'll get us more engagement. Not that I want to.
It is our most popular episode.
Oh yeah! Oh dang! Yeah, I don't want to just do everything for views, but I do at the same time.
Oh yeah, we did fucking Max Grabelski, so views don't really matter that much.
Yeah, as long as we're having fun. I do like some engagement, but at the same time, I don't want to just do everything for views.
I've had fun with all of these episodes.
Yeah.
All right, what's the last question from Hellfire Productions?
Not suggesting a match, just wondering where suggestions go. The place where we
suggest
ideas.
Document in the description.
Yeah, we'll put that in the description. Look in the description.
Is that doc still working?
As far as I can tell, yeah.
Okay. Alright, well then I'm gonna go to the next question from Biffweed, our good friend Biffweed. So the first question, are there any matches that one of you wants to do, but can't do because the other won't allow it?
I have one.
What?
It's something Max won't allow me to do.
If you're talking about the Cheat versus Pikachu?
Yeah, just anything with Homestar Runner because something about that turned out bad for me and
I've never.
Max.
I don't want to watch the Cheat. I don't want to watch Homestar Runner.
Oh boy.
I guess I haven't really asked, but I can just assume it's a big no. Is I kind of wanted to do Angry Video Game Nerd versus Nostalgia Critic, but Ducko hates the Nostalgia Critic.
Yeah, no fucking channel. Well, yeah, no channel awesome. No.
Yeah. It's just like I'm trying to find a way to make my big bio on him not worthless. But I mean, I watched Nostalgia Critic. That was a bunch of worthless time.
Oh boy.
But all right. Well, the next question. Do you think you'll ever remaster an older episode later down the line for an anniversary or milestone episode? Do you think Inspector Gadget vs. RoboCop would be good down the line if done like with more updated animation?
The only way I can see it really being different is like if you just get a different animator. No,
yeah, 'cause I haven't gotten that much better. I'm still like at a similar level of animation.
I don't mean to disregard you. It's just the only way I can see it being different.
I mean, my animations have always just been to tell a story, not to look amazing. I think they work fine for telling a story, but we should get an animator to make it look different if it's gonna be a milestone episode. But
we could make it.
Yeah.
Let's get a 3D animator. Oh boy.
See, because like I know Inspector Gadget and RoboCop, we basically covered everything. I don't think there's anything else to cover.
It was also very thorough. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah, because it was a sequel. Technically, it was a remastered of Ducko's DeviantArt fight, and we covered everything. So all right, we're not sure. Free.
All right.
Question 3. Are you happier with the first 15 Multiverse Match episodes or the first 15 Galaxy Grudge Match episodes? I feel like this is the one that was switched between us. Oh, go ahead.
By technicality, there is one bad episode of Galaxy Grudge Match, so Multiverse Match.
Oh yeah, there's the one objectively awful stretch royale that we gotta worry about.
Yeah. Be prepared to hear us dissing on that more in the future. It's just our whipping boy privately, and then I'll make it publicly.
Personally, I've been happier with Multiverse Match, but I guess it's just because I've had more of a hand in making all of those. And I think I generally prefer the format of Multiverse Match as opposed to some of the Galaxy Grudge matches. Because I'm not happy with all of my debates. I think the more modern episodes are the ones I'm happy with. Meanwhile, Multiverse Match, I'm happy with all of them.
Alright, I like
what do you think?
I like the format of Galaxy Grudge Match standing out from versus shows more, and I hope to help continue it and be more active in it again, because you may notice I haven't shown up there in a bit, but it depends. Well, I was on Goku vs. Superman. We'll get that done soon.
Yeah, that's pretty late.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, overall, it's mixed, because, like, I feel like I myself would want to do Galaxy Grudge Match for longer. No offense or anything. Nothing's ending. Nothing's ending soon. But at the same time, yeah, there is all the multiverse matches are relatively fine, at least. Whereas there is one Galaxy Grudge Match that I just do not like.
Okay, and his last question, barely a question. When are we doing All for One versus the Annihilator? So, I guess that's like an inside joke that I haven't even caught on to, really. It's like, what, Mighty Mad or something?
Yeah, it's some Nickelodeon or Disney Channel show from, like, after iCarly or Drake and Josh, so I have no fucking clue about it.
Very soon, Biff. We just make the sprites and we'll get on it.
Oh, boy.
Alright, you got the next question.
Alright, Keen the Meme Machine. Favorite episode of Multiverse Match, either one you liked making the most or the one you like rewatching the most?
My favorite episode right now is Donald Duck versus Daffy Duck, because that turned out to be the best one. But I would also really like Light Yagami versus Herbert West. I'm really happy with that one.
The thing I like about Multiverse Match is that it seems like most of the time when we make a new one, that ends up being our favorite one.
Yeah, we keep getting better with it.
Yeah, I think we're more and more just getting into it and having a good time with it, and we choose matches that we will have a good time with.
Yeah.
Right now, Donald Duck vs. Daffy is basically like the matchup. I guess it's a signature matchup for me, just also because I am Ducko.
Yeah. And that was the one that we originally did together on DeviantArt.
I will say for a first episode especially, RoboCop vs. Inspector Gadget really aged well and turned out
yeah, it holds up. I think the only thing that's weird is the transitions are different, but it's like still a really solid episode we made.
Yeah.
What's the one we liked making the most?
Liked making the most?
Yeah. It could go to Max Grabelski versus Henry Evans for me, just because of how simple that was, and we both watched the movies together.
Yeah, that was relatively easy going, I would say.
Oh yeah, because like who's the fuck's gonna get pissed off at the verdict for Max Grabelski versus Henry Evans?
Yeah, although now it is like mature content on YouTube or something. Like,
oh yeah, like you can't comment on that. Maybe it's because I had a little kid get his head bashed against the cliff.
Oh my lord.
Okay, and which one do you like rewatching the most?
I feel like by default, because it's a good episode to show people for people to get it, and because these are relatively well-known characters, especially to like older generations, I suppose, RoboCop versus Inspector Gadget again is a good one to just like show off, I suppose.
I like to. Oh yeah, well yeah.
Although we've improved a bit as we
I
went
like
on.
to rewatch The Fonz versus Steve Urkel.
That's a good one
to
too.
rewatch.
Yeah.
I'm really happy with that one. Okay, Smash Newcomer asks, "What is a tier list of Season 1 of Multiverse Match?" Okay, let's get into this. Do you want to go first?
Tier list, like a full. You want
Yeah,
me to go on the website and look at all the episodes we've done?
Sure.
Oh my goodness,
sure,
I gotta go look at all the episodes. Really, all I can say is that the only, like, really ones with flaws I can think of is, Parappa.
Well, if you were to try your best to rank them, like, even if they're about similar in quality.
Alright, so, at the top for me right now is Donald vs. Daffy. So, let's just say S tiers, Donald vs. Daffy. Staffy.
Daffy.
Yes. Herbert vs. Light, Lupin vs. Kaito, Max vs. Henry Evans, live action video games Royale, Freddy vs. Pennywise, and Inspector Gadget vs. Robocop. Those are my top ones. And then, like,
okay.
A tier is Christmas Comedy Battle Royale.
Let's fucking go.
Wreck-It Ralph vs. Captain N, Fonz vs. Steve Urkel. I'm going, like, backwards through the list. This is not, like... These are just on the tiers. They're not, like, better or worse aside from, like...
your actual ranking?
Yeah, they're not better or worse. These are just aside from, like, Donald vs. Daffy is my top right now. And then Mario vs. Dipper, I forgot re-edited. Jaws vs. Echo. And then, like, B tier is, it's I don't know why this ended. Okay, Goliath vs. Darkwing Duck, because I usually, unfortunately, end up... Even though I did pretty good voicing, not to pat myself on the back there.
No, took my own horn out of the thing.
Yeah, Goliath vs. Darkwing Duck, I think that was alright, but it didn't, like, stick out as much as some other episodes.
Yeah.
Parappa vs. Ulala, I feel like kind of suffered from, like, we don't have, like, good voices for them besides just, like, repeating...
It was our second episode.
Repeating their clips, I guess. And, the only real problem with Sakura vs. Knives is that the Knives sprites weren't ripped at the time.
Yeah, they're probably still not ripped. Although, wait, now that the game got re-released, I bet someone has ripped it.
Maybe they will. We'll see, but it's too late for us now. The same thing happened, sort of, with live-action video game Battle Royale, where somebody was making...
I think the Mario worked just
It
fine.
worked, but, like, somebody was making a mutagen directly for the movie Mario and didn't get released until after that episode.
Yeah. So is that your ranking?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess I don't have anything below, like, B, maybe high C.
Okay.
So that's good.
So here's my ranking of things. I've got Donald vs. Daffy at number 1. After that, I've got Light Yagami vs. Herbert West. After that is Freddy Krueger vs. Pennywise. And after that, Max Grabowski vs. Henry Evans. Those are my S tier fights. Right. A tier, I've got The Fonz vs. Steve Urkel, Kaito Kid vs. Lupin the Third, The Christmas Battle Royale, Captain N vs. Wreck-It Ralph, and the Video Game Royale. An A tier.
Alright.
B tier, I have Marty McFly vs. Dipper Pines, which I re-edited, and I think it's better now. Inspector Gadget vs. Robocop. And Knives vs. Sakura, I don't have a problem with that, really. Because I think the research and analysis was solid. It's just the animation, unfortunately, lasted like 55 seconds. C tier, Darkwing Duck vs. Goliath, for the reasons that you've stated, basically. It's sort of forgettable. After that, Jaws vs. Echo. And after that, in last place, I've got Parappa vs. Ulala. Because I think that's just like... That's probably the most forgettable, even more than Darkwing vs. Goliath.
Poor Parappa vs. Ulala.
But yeah, that's my list for it. I'm pretty happy with all of them, though. Even Parappa vs. Ulala, I think it's pretty good.
There we go.
Alright, read the next question.
Alright, Spiritonic says, will you guys ever do your movie ranking series again? I really enjoyed watching your best versus movie series.
I think when the King Kong vs. Godzilla movie comes out, we should do one more episode of Best versus Movie and see where that ranks.
Oh yeah, that makes some sense.
That would be funny.
And as for the other ones, I think we have like Best Live Action Cartoon Movie, and did we already release that other one, or
No.
I guess this is a secret announcement if you're watching the Q&A.
Oh,
besides just the...
We might be doing more.
Yeah, there's one more. It depends, because like scheduling is a pain, and
yeah,
that's really what it is.
So we'll have to see where that goes.
So there we are.
Next question. Logan Russo asks, what fights were you our most favorite and least favorite you did on the show? We both said what our favorite is already.
Yeah.
What was our least favorite?
Least favorite on...
To do, I guess.
To do?
I like doing all of them.
Yeah, I can't say any of them were particularly, like, a pain in the ass for me. If anything happened that was like, I was delayed or whatever, it was not because of what was in the episode itself. It was because of my life.
I don't think I have a least favorite to work on. They were all fun.
Alright.
Okay. What battle was the most hard to research? I sat through all of Family Matters and Happy Days to research the Fonz and Steve Urkel, so that might have been the most I had to research.
Oh, I remember you went crazy. You basically went, after watching that Happy Days cartoon.
Oh, the Happy Days cartoon is so fucking awful.
Oh my
It's really... God. I did go crazy during that. I hate Cupcake, the magic girl on Name a Cupcake. She's got magic that just doesn't work. And so why is she fucking there? I hate her.
Oh dear.
I hate the animation.
I hate
everything about it.
You hate the dog.
I hate Mr. Cool. Mr. Cool is the fucking worst animal I've ever seen in a cartoon. I want Mr. Cool should fight Scrappy Doo on something.
Oh boy.
What was the one that you had the most hard to research? I guess you didn't research too many of them, but you did research a good amount. I'm
trying to think, like, is there somebody, like, in general I've had a hard time researching? I don't know.
Yeah.
Can I just list off something that's not necessarily a multiverse match, but was like something kind of dumb for me to research? Okay, so I was lured in with the promise that I would be on Animation Rewind.
Oh.
and I researched the creepypasta, Happy Appy. I never want to research a creepypasta.
Is that worse?
I never want.
Is that worse than when you had to research Jeff the Killer?
Oh, for the show you don't want named. I guess no. I
had to do Happy Appy though.
Yeah, Happy Appy. I thought like, oh, I might get some publicity from this if I am on Animation Rewind, maybe. But
it is for like Annoying Orange, right?
That's probably who he was gonna fight. I mean, how many other opponents are there gonna be for the Living Apple?
Happy Appy.
It's apples and oranges.
So now you know all about Happy Appy, and it didn't amount to anything.
Yeah.
Do you still have that research?
It's probably on my Google Docs somewhere.
Dude, if anyone's looking for to use Happy Appy, you know who to ask.
Yeah.
Ducko's a little bit of an expert on the guy.
Alright, I can just pass you along that research doc, because it's pretty much all you really need.
So now you have it. The most difficult battle for Ducko to research was Happy Appy, with his fight against the illustrious Annoying Orange.
Oh boy.
Okay, question 3. This is the last question from Logan Russo. What character would you guys want to use the most, but can't find a good opponent for them? See, a while ago that would have been the Tall Man, but then I found an opponent for him.
Let me think. Do I have, like, character...
We do have a list of characters that we're looking for an opponent for.
Yeah, there is that somewhere. I don't know if we want to, like, list off the whole thing, or what, or do just...
Yeah, no.
I'm just gonna...
No, just list one that you're thinking of, that you most want to find.
I wouldn't mind using Metal Slug, but, like, I guess there's the only real option for them is the obvious option of Marco, the main guy that looks like Blonde Rambo, versus Bill from Contra, who also looks like Blonde Rambo.
Oh, yeah.
That's about it, really.
I would like to use Doc Brown from Back to the Future.
Yeah, Doc Brown.
Since he's got a lot more to him than Marty.
Yeah, Doc Brown's also got... The only problem with Doc Brown, besides we don't have a set match for him, is that his sprites are very limited.
Yeah, it's literally just him, like, I guess, talking. Alright, Scott.
I want to use...
Okay.
I want to use the Barkley Shut Up and Jam Gaiden version of Charles Barkley, but one of those matches fell through, and I don't know if we'll ever get to the other match, but we'll see. It depends.
Maybe you'll see, but I don't know if you'll get your way in the second match, because I don't know if your guy wins.
What are we... Which one are we talking about? Should I just say that we planned on doing...
Yeah, I'll just say it, since we're not sure if it'll happen. The batter from Off.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
That's who you want?
The batter from Off. Either that or... I don't even know if Max really knows about this one. Shag from Scoob and Shag.
Oh, you've brought that up a couple of times, but I've never read Scoob and Shag.
Yeah, and the other one that just totally fell down is Sans, as far as I can tell, because super secret, again, if you're watching the Q&A, there's another Sans opponent, potentially. I won't say it yet, though.
Look out for Sans. We're going to be like Animation Rewind. We're going to use him 50 times.
Oh, dear. Alright.
It'll be a season of Sans. All season long. Nothing but Sans.
Like the Dragon Ball season of 1 Minute Melee.
Dragon Ball season.
Oh, boy.
Okay, that's his questions. You gotta read the next one.
Okay, Nemesis Bloodreich. When can I expect... Oh, another inside joke. When can I expect the cheese that stands alone to make his appearance?
I've never heard that once in my life until this comment.
Yeah, yeah, you can't really expect that sort of thing to make a big appearance.
I wasn't expecting a serious question from Nemesis.
There is something...
So I guess that's about right.
There is something after this.
Oh yeah, there's more.
Okay, right, so I just noticed that more than half of the other questions are matchup requests.
They were.
So I should probably ask a real one, which then leaves me with the issue of having the ability to talk to pretty much any major member of the team at any point if I want a question.
Yeah, we're in cahoots with Nemesis, so he talked to us a good few times.
Yeah, he's gonna be on...
He's been on Galaxy Grudge Match.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been on already.
He might show up on Multiverse Match to voice somebody.
Yeah, so I guess I'll ask the question that might be interesting for other people to learn the answer to. The question would be, generally what process do you go through when it comes to deciding a matchup?
Usually we both look at something that we both have similar interest in, and then we come to a conclusion that that'll be an episode we'll do. And as of late, I've started, like, whenever it just hits me an idea, I'll run it by Ducko, and we'll see if it works, and we'll add it. And so we've got a lot of ideas.
There we are.
A lot of them are, like, we have a lot of, sort of, a similar taste in 80s and 90s stuff. Like, older stuff. But also, yeah. So it's like, we got a similar taste, so we're able to get a lot of matches that we both like. And we just come to the process of discussing it with each other. Okay. Death Soul 24, question for both hosts. What are some series franchises you guys personally want to have in future episodes of Multiverse Match? We already answered that. Okay.
Pretty much, yeah. We're sort of sprinkling in here and there, like, things we want to use later on, so yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Side Dude, another inside joke one starting out.
You guys are really getting it in there.
Yeah, Mangog from Marvel Comics, some obscure-ass one-issue monster or whatever.
We haven't used a single comic book character yet. How are we going to use Mangog?
Yeah, it's not even Fin Fang Foom or whatever.
What are the other questions?
So the actual questions. Which characters in Multiversal Match made you sad to see lose? I mean, I was sad, I guess, to see Inspector Gadget lose, but he's at least not dead. And
RoboCop's your favorite movie. Why would you be upset?
I mean, like, yeah, RoboCop, I prefer him, but at the same time, like, Inspector Gadget's like not the kind of person I want to see brutalized. And none of them are really... None of them besides, like, characters who are already, like, monsters who inflict violence already and get violence inflicted upon already are really ones you want to see brutalized, which is why we often don't have death.
We don't have that many deaths, yeah. We like the characters too much.
Yeah, and it's also not as in character for everybody to kill. We're not necessarily called. We don't have death in the title of our show.
Yeah.
So we don't gotta.
I was most upset to see Freddy Krueger lose because I like Freddy a bit more than Pennywise, and Freddy's like, aside from Chucky, he would be my favorite slasher. I think Chucky just slightly outranks him, but Freddy, I really like Freddy, and I was kind of hoping he might be able to win. But he didn't beat Pennywise. He couldn't do it. Yeah. But at least he's a monster and probably deserved to die. So he did get killed. So there's something there. I can't be too upset that he got killed.
Yeah.
But I still really like Freddy Krueger, and I'm sad that he lost. I made up for it though with my another horror movie classic character for me, Herbert West, getting to win this fight.
Well, there
so it all pans out. What's the next question from Psy Dude?
Okay, and in your opinion, which episode was the most accurate / well researched?
Like
we most
did
accurate.
Pretty good on a lot of these.
I feel like, I guess by technicality, you can't really leave anything out with just one movie for each. So it's Max Grabowski versus Henry Evans.
Max Grabowski versus Henry Evans is the most accurate episode.
Yeah, there we are.
I don't know. I also think the fonts of Steve Urkel, by virtue of me literally watching all there had to be watched, that's gotta be really solid. But yeah, I can't argue with you. Max Grabowski, Henry Evans is the most accurate because they had one movie each. Unless you believe my crackpot theory that Max Grabowski is actually Marv from Home Alone.
Oh boy.
Next question from Mega Free. What's the series? We already said that. Okay. Favorite matchup from Galaxy Grudge Match so far?
From Galaxy Grudge Match.
Okay. I know I have a bit of an issue with some of my editing mistakes in part 2, but Ghostbusters vs. Beetlejuice, I will say, is my favorite matchup from Galaxy Grudge Match so far. I have put the most passion and effort into that one.
Alright, looking at this, I still really like Alvin vs. Muse and The Trickster vs. Max because they were like the most funny episodes to me. Other episodes are good. Teacher Royale, and that's actually one I was involved in.
Oh!
It really turned out well.
That could be my favorite, actually. Teacher Royale is really good.
I like Ghostbusters vs. Beetlejuice aside from me turning in glitchy audio.
Yeah, I should eventually do like the George Lucas thing of editing that and then re-uploading it.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's okay, because then people will just look into... Whenever people want to find it, they'll just go to the playlist of Galaxy Grudge Match, and it'll fit snugly where it belongs.
There we are.
Okay, final question from Mega Free. What's the hardest part of making an episode? I guess editing it. Editing it is the hardest part for me. I was gonna say animating it, but I think editing is a little more tedious. In animation, I can get into a groove when I'm animating it, and I think that's a little easier sometimes than editing. Because I have to download all the clips, I gotta get all the audio right. I've been getting pretty good with my editing. I think the Christmas Royale displays my strongest editing skills. And that's weird, because that was an episode that we sort of just made on the spot.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah. I guess, go to the next question.
Creator says, what was the most surprising outcome of Multiverse Match? Is there anything really surprising?
Christmas Royale. I thought Buddy was going to get last. And then the Sheldon Cooper musical made him win.
Well, there we go.
That was the most surprising to me. I think nothing else was too surprising. I think I had a pretty good idea of some of these verdicts.
Yeah, I will say that I didn't fully know who was going to win per episode, but it became pretty obvious after a bit.
Yeah, after we had Squiddly Calc something for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think most surprising was Buddy the Elf and the Christmas Royale.
There we go.
Question from Harry. 1. What is your favorite anime? Death Note or Dragon Ball Z for me?
There we are. For me, I don't know, I like a lot of the Ghibli movies. I have seen some anime before, don't worry. I liked, I mentioned this earlier, I saw Guyver Out of Control, that anime movie, probably way too young as a kid. You're probably thinking of like a series though. It's either been a while since I've sat down and watched a full anime series, or I've like only seen like parts of it. I watched the whole series of New Game and High Score Girl.
Oh yeah, we watched New Game and High Score Girl. Well, yeah, we did that together.
Those were pretty nice. Yeah.
I remember inserting Tim Chris, the real-life Pac-Man fan, into New Game as just like a fucking joke that we kept making throughout. I had him as inserted, and he was the wise mentor to them all.
All right, what's your? You were reading, so you.
What is your favorite Adam Sandler movie? Click. Click is my favorite. I have a very odd relationship with Click, but the final third of that movie genuinely makes me cry. So it's gotta go Click.
I need to see Uncut Gems because I hear that's a really good movie.
I saw Uncut Gems in theaters. It is a technically good movie, but I was not as into it. But I think a lot of people who like movies will like it.
Yeah, I remember really liking earlier on Adam Sandler movies. I think I sort of like skipped watching a lot of the later ones, but if I had to decide, I don't know, Billy Madison.
Well, let's go, Billy Madison.
There we are.
That is correct.
That was a pretty entertaining one.
I do like Billy Madison.
I have.
Do you go to the next one, or do you have?
I have another answer. It's a dumb one. It's a dumb reasoning.
Okay.
Hotel Transylvania because of Mavis.
Ducko. That's barely. You're liking that movie because of something that isn't Adam Sandler.
If you know me, you know me.
I am not me. I'm Mavis.
Oh boy.
Okay.
What's the third one?
I do like a lot of other Adam Sandler movies, but Click is my favorite.
Yeah, there we are.
Question 3. Would you ever bring back matchups you've done for either CVC or Maximum Combat? I said its name. CVC shouldn't exist anymore. Forget it happened. Maximum Combat, God. What are some fights we'd be willing to do? We can pretend CVC still exists for this question.
Well, can I even look up the episode list anymore?
No. No.
When I look up CVC, there's no CVC that's that CVC anymore. I don't think even people have reactions up to it.
I don't know anybody who would want to react to CVC.
Oh, you did react to CVC, technically.
Did I?
I'm sorry, Max. Well, no doubt there are probably some matches there that we wouldn't mind revisiting, but I can't even look at it now.
I would be willing to revisit Courage the Cowardly Dog versus Scooby-Doo. I bet we could do that pretty good.
Yeah, we could do a remaster of that. Kermit versus Suyu, should we?
Well, now it's getting popular. Now Death Battle Cast is aware of it.
There we are.
I can't delete that episode because I want everyone to know we did it first.
There we are. And there's, I guess...
If that got remastered, though, Kermit would probably lose. I don't know if he'd win this time. That's why he should fight Momo.
We can probably find the weird shit. Like, there's some weird shit for Sesame Street I found, but you maybe will learn of that later. You could
argue that Miss Piggy hurt the Christopher Reeve Superman.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's planet level. Like in one skit, she like karate chops the Christopher Reeve Superman, and he pretends it doesn't hurt, but then later he's just healing over in pain. So Miss Piggy hurt him.
Oh my.
Next question.
I had one last one to mention before we get to. Do you think like Little Mac versus Rocky Balboa is just pretty much like where if you did it now it'd be similar?
It would be very similar. And I think I've got a better match for Rocky planned for later on.
There we are. We're just dropping hints, aren't we?
We're dropping so many hints today.
Yeah, this is why you gotta watch through the Q&A.
Yeah. Not all of these will be guaranteed because we have a very fickle schedule and it changes a lot. But a lot of these we're pretty dead set on.
There we are.
Next question you should read.
Alright, Adam Gregory 03. What's your favorite Versus series outside of Galaxy Video, of course?
Death Battle. Death Battle's the best.
death battle, or I have an obscure choice that's not even on YouTube anymore. It's not CBC.
What is it?
It was After Hours Slam Fest. It's not even up anymore. It's basically
even count, then?
It was basically a drunk version of our Stream of Consciousness tournament, but like it's like a bunch of different short videos, and they had like Mac Tonight defeating everybody by like force feeding them cheeseburgers, and like Duffman from The Simpsons getting everybody drunk, and like a whole bunch of other weird shit happened in it. Like Batman like saw somebody that was so attractive to him that his dick snapped off inside his costume or something. It's very unfortunate, but also at the same time, Smash Fiction
was pretty good.
Yeah, Smash Fiction is a pretty nice podcast. That stopped as well, but it unlike that one, and it's also kind of a different tone than that one. It's a bit more like Galaxy Grudge Match in a way.
Yeah, it's Galaxy Grudge Match about visuals. It's like a podcast.
Yeah.
That was that, and also WWF Grudge Match, I think, was the inspiration.
Yeah, that's there's the inspiration for Galaxy Grudge Match. I gotta do sometime the actual video on WWF Grudge Match. I need to let people know about quote unquote boomer versus.
That was the next question.
Alright. What would you say is the most obscure match you've done?
No question about it. It's Max Kavelski versus Henry Evans.
Yeah,
nobody would ever think of that, ever.
There we are.
It's completely inspired by me finding Bushwhacked funny. And then we're like, oh, how about... it was your suggestion, too, that we use Henry Evans.
Like, yeah.
It was just your original idea, and then I was like, I cling to it, and that was and then we did it.
It's Good Marv versus Evil Kevin.
Yeah, I thought that was really clever and fun.
There we are.
Final question from Adam. What does it say?
Are there any verdicts you personally disagree on since you've made them for Multiverse Match or any of the previous shows?
Multiverse Match, no. I agree with them all.
Yeah, so far, unless something really majorly changes, we all stand by those.
But as for Maximum Combat, Scott versus Travis is wrong. Kermit versus Suyu is probably wrong. Courage versus Scooby is up in the air. I have no idea. And I think there's a
Galaxy Grudge Match. Oh, yeah, Galaxy Grudge Match. Yeah, Pennywise versus Bill Cipher.
Yeah, we both agree that is incorrect because we lowballed Pennywise by a lot.
Yeah.
I guess, let's see. I think that's the only major one to disagree for Galaxy Grudge Match. The others are debatable.
Pretty much.
You could, if you wanted to, you could disagree with the Trickster versus Master Kabelski, but you're not going to win the argument.
Yeah. There we go.
There we go. Next question is from Gunslinger247. What match do you like the least? We've already answered that. I am sorry, I took a lot of pictures of like similar comments, but they have other comments on. They have other questions. He asked, what favorite video game and console?
Favorite video game console.
Well, yeah, I guess video game and the console. But I guess we'll just say video game console, because that question actually comes up later.
Alright, just the console right now.
PS3. PS3 is the thing I grew up with the most. Aside from that.
I've mostly stuck with Nintendo consoles, and I've played like Sega and PlayStation and Xbox at other people's houses, and I've gone to arcades. But I guess if I'm gonna like say what I think is close to an objective answer, the Super Nintendo and the PlayStation 2 are tied, just by sheer like volume of like classics.
I think we should this guy's next question is pretty much which episode we could have done better. Because his first question is one that we've already answered. But Super Gamer Bandicoot is basically asking, what's a matchup, what's an episode we could have done better for Multiverse Match?
For Multiverse Match?
Yeah, I'm assuming. Parappa vs. Ula, we could have done better, maybe. At one point, I believed I could have done Marty vs. Dipper better, and then I did. I did it better. I fixed it. What do you think?
Okay, one to redo, or what we could have done differently?
Better?
like, given all the circumstances, yeah, pretty much, I guess. Well, you already went and fixed Marty vs. Dipper,
yeah.
Parappa vs. Ulala, I guess.
If there are now Knives sprites, we could do that better. If someone did the Knives Chow sprites.
I think it overall turned out well, but if we had gotten in time for the live-action movie Mario to actually have his Mujin, then that would be pretty neat. Oh yeah, we're sort of like going back to like stuff we've already said.
Yeah.
In a way.
Read Shaft's comment.
Alright, Shaft, I don't know if I have a limit on the amount of questions I can ask, but what's the process like for producing these episodes? Research, writing, casting, etc.
Okay. Usually, before we're doing that fight, we'll be already sort of researching it. But sometimes we'll just start researching it when it's up, when it's turn. Well, we'll either research it together, or sometimes I'll do it, or sometimes we'll get someone else to help us. After we have the research, me and Ducko will get in a call together and write the script together. But he'll write his dialogue, I'll write my dialogue, and we'll just do it together, like how we used to do in DeviantArt days. Once we have the script written, and we have the fight written out, we'll start a casting call page, because if we need voice actors, if none of our friends can do the voices, we'll do a casting call. Sometimes we just get each other, and Ducko's Goliath, I was Steve Urkel. We sometimes do stuff like that. And then once I get their lines, I start animating the fight. Nowadays, we're getting animators, but for a while it's usually just been me animating it. And then once I'm done animating it, I'll put it together. I'll start editing the episode, and I'll just have it all squished together. And it's just neat. It's simple.
There we are.
Okay. His second question we've already answered. So the last question.
Any advice for those who want to make their own Versus show?
Okay, what is some advice you have?
Don't just do matches, I guess, that you think will be popular, I guess.
Well, yeah, if you want to be passionate about it, just do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, just do ones you have a clue about.
Yeah. And I think, if you're motivated, you'll probably get along to it. If you edit other stuff, then maybe you'll get better at that. I started editing really shitty Versus episodes. And now, I like to think that they're not shitty anymore. So I got better.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the other piece of advice? I guess also as far as matchups go, besides that, I guess you want to pace out the kinds of ones you want to do. Don't have two similar ones after each other, I guess. And don't fall into the death battle trap of too much Marvel versus DC, I guess.
Unless you love Marvel and DC with a passion, then go for it.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, if that's just your thing, I guess go ahead. But also, what's the one other thing? Make sure you know the kind of format you want. If you don't have animations, but you keep promising, there's going to be an animation, that's probably going to fall apart.
Yeah, and you don't need an animation. Shows like Fictional Fisticuffs are doing pretty good at just telling a story. And having just a drawing or some kind of visual aid, you can play clips to go along with the characters when you're talking about them. Those still turn out really good Versus episodes. So I think if you can't do an animation, do that. All right.
There we are.
Is that our advice?
Yeah, I can't really think of much else right now. Yeah, stay in school, sure.
Epic Monkey. He says, which character was the most fun to research?
Didn't
Freddy
we kind
Krueger.
of... Oh, okay, yeah.
Freddy Krueger was the most fun to research. I got to talk about the musical album. I got to watch the movies again. I got to read the comics. I love Freddy Krueger. That was my favorite one.
What's my favorite one if I've ever done a major research in general?
Yeah.
I remember I was researching Marceline for DeviantArt, and I liked watching all those Adventure Time episodes. Those were pretty alright.
I recall you researched RoboCop, Ooh La La, and you helped with the video game. We watched the video game movies together. We watched Master Welski.
Yeah, those were fun as well. Yeah, I like RoboCop. The only not fun ones to research I can think of so far are the creepypastas. Happy Appy and Jeff the Killer.
Well, you'll have to suck it up when we use creepypastas on Multiverse Match.
No.
It's time for Jeff the Killer to make his big comeback.
I think the time for creepypastas is past. Creepypasta mania.
Yeah.
It was a fad! Like bugs!
This guy, Epic Monkey, hid a suggestion in his question. He says, when will Luigi show up next season?
When will Luigi show up? I don't know. Do
Whenever
we have a match?
Time.
Whenever we feel like doing a Luigi matchup, okay?
Yeah, it's like, I don't even know if we have a Mario fight yet.
Alright, yeah.
Read the next question.
Okay, Studio 8558. While I like Multiverse Match so far, for each host, we already sort of answered. We answered.
My answer to that is Light versus Herbert after Donald versus Daffy.
We sort of gave a tier list even earlier. Yeah.
So we don't need to answer those anymore.
Okay, I don't want to get into spoilers or potential combatants, but what series would you like to see other fellow-friendly fighting series tackle? I guess we talked about anime a bit before.
I want to see other guys use horror movies more. Specifically, Death Battle should be using more horror movies, like Jason Voorhees and Michael Myers. I bet they could do a really good Freddy Krueger and Pennywise. And I want Chucky vs. Slappy.
There we are. I would like to see more horror movies on Death Battle. I think I have it could be its own video later on, but I don't know for sure. Types of death battles I'd like to see Death Battle do. I would like to see more creatures maybe. I'd like to see the Thing versus the Blob. I'd like to see.
Ooh, yeah. That'd be awesome.
It would be funny to see the Killer Tomatoes. Besides, I guess not Death Battle.
The Killer Tomato. Fight the tire.
Yeah, that's what happened on not
Our
Death
buddy
Battle.
Nemesis already did that.
I'm trying to think. More cartoons, more. This is the one that only I am gonna sort of give a shit about. Pulp heroes, I guess the Rocketeer and.
I want that. Yeah.
Well, okay, yeah. The Flash Gordon, maybe Tarzan versus Conan. Would be cool.
Lopan.
Lopan's a villain for Big Trouble in Little China.
Oops.
Well,
but yeah, that's what I guess we want to see more of.
I guess movie characters in general.
Yeah, there's not a lot of movie characters. I want to see fucking Jack Burton versus Snake Plissken. I want that.
Oh yeah.
And I want Jack Burton to win, although that doesn't seem likely. But if Jack Burton can win, I'll be a happy camper.
Oh, well, there you go. Okay, then between all the fights, what's something you like doing that you want to do more of?
I want some more animators.
Yeah, I guess it says Calcs, other animators, new voice actors, that sort of stuff.
See, we have Larry Winwood did an amazing job with Donald vs. Daffy.
Yeah.
And I think my editing skills are already pretty up to par. So when that gets paired for great animation, I feel like we're making some of the best content we can make.
There we are. And what's the other thing I can think of?
Yeah, what do you want to have more of?
If we get more female voice actors.
Oh right, I don't think we've had one.
Variety.
We have to use female characters at some point.
We have, but these have so far no voice actors for them.
Ulala had been subtitled. You're right.
Yeah.
Well, okay, Ducko, eventually we'll do that.
All right, and
Hillerman. He asks, "Will you ever do a fight that's completely hand drawn by Max?" I was actually thinking it would be really fucking cool if me and Ducko hand-drawn a fight together, but I feel like that would take a bit. But if we did that together, it would be really cool, because Ducko showed in his Goku vs. Superman collab, he can do really good animation. I really liked your hand-drawn animation.
Yeah, it just takes me a bit. I like doing animation. I like doing animation, but
for the most part, a fight. Oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
For the most part, I don't want to necessarily do it on a schedule.
Yeah. I feel like if we found a match that we could both animate together, we would just keep it on the back burner until the animation is done, and then start making it. Although it would have to be a fight where it would kind of make sense if the art style fluctuates a bit. Like, I guess with characters that are animated already, like they're already kind of cartoony and have been in several styles, so it would make sense.
There we are.
But yeah, we would have to find a good match for that, with characters we can both draw. But I'd be really up for animating just like a scrappy little hand-drawn fight that we both do together. It would look neat.
There we are.
Which fights were intended to be in Season 1? We already did that. Which characters do Max and Ducko personally want to appear in Multiverse Match? We have already said that as well.
Yeah.
Will Herbert West from Multiverse Match return? Herbert West be in Multiverse Match again, I guess. We already covered him pretty well.
Yeah. I would say if you want Herbert again, maybe you can most likely Galaxy Grudge Match, or maybe Fictional Fisticuffs, but I'm not 100% sure.
Oh yeah, because I think Ribbit might enjoy, like Ribbit saw the episode and seemed to like Herbert West? Maybe?
Yeah.
But okay, this next question is pretty unique. This is a different one from what we've had before. You can ask it.
Okay, Super Cool Guy 13. What's your, there's a missing word here, but I assume favorite death or defeat from any of the animations?
Oh boy. Okay, I guess I'll go first on this one. Actually, I want to hear what you would think first before I go into mine.
I mean, Herbert versus Light is pretty unique in how all those things happen. Donald versus Daffy.
And you got to beat the shit out of Light Yagami.
Oh boy, yeah. Sorry.
Light. I like how brutal Master Welsky versus Henry Evans turned out to be, and the whole cliff of death. Freddy Krueger vs. Pennywise was pretty abstract, although I think I could have animated that death a little bit better. It's a bit of a sour point. But I guess I would have to... Herbert West vs. Light Yagami was so cool to write. I felt like I tapped into the characters decently enough there. But I really like the weird gruesomeness of Master Welsky vs. Henry Evans.
Oh, yeah.
I'll stick with... Wait, what are you going to go for here?
I feel like I don't have much more. I'm probably the main person who would say that Jaws versus Echo is pretty interesting in that.
Oh yeah, I have Jaws blow up because in one of the a couple of the movies, Jaws will just blow up and reasonably it should not have blown up. So I just have Echo make him explode. That was fun. Okay, Tim asks, will you do a 3D fight? I have an idea for a 3D fight that I would love to do if I could ever learn it. I want to do the Lawnmower Man versus Bob from Reboot. If we did it, it could look shitty and no one would care because this is authentic. The both of them have really shitty 3D animation that's integral to their movie
really
and show.
Early, at least.
Yeah, early animation looks kind of bad nowadays. If we did that in 3D, no one would complain that much because it's just being how it is.
Yeah, I was about to give a joking suggestion along those lines, but you basically, I was gonna suggest the Money for Nothing people, no, the Dire Straits, yeah.
But the thing is with this fight, I also would love to talk about the Lawnmower Man, and I know Ducko, you like Bob from Reboot, you like Reboot.
Yeah, Reboot was a neat show.
That's something we could both collaborate on together. If we just learned 3D animation, either of us. Or found someone who would be willing. But they would have to probably make 3D models of at least Lawnmower Man.
There we are.
Okay, when will the next episode of Goku vs. Superman come out? Yeah, Ducko, when's that coming out? Come on, tick-tock, tick-tock.
I got to talk with Brandon, man.
Okay, the next one's just a request.
Yeah, I'll probably... Yeah, can I... if those requests coincidentally happen, sure, the answer is yes, but I don't know for sure. I don't care about asking. I said in the video.
So let's go to the Kevinator.
Okay. So, first I want to thank you very much. For a long time I had come up with ideas for matchups that some people might see as ridiculous or silly, but since I discovered the Fawns versus Steve Urkel video, I realized the versus community has no limits. Okay, so now the questions.
Oh, hey! That's good.
There we are.
I'm happy that you wanted to do more silly fights because the Fawns versus Urkel.
There we are. What matchup costs you the most to find a winner? Did we spend money?
We didn't spend any money on this show. I didn't lose any money to find a winner. I guess.
Yeah. So
in my like fucking time, Fonz the Urkel took the most time to find the winner, so that cost me the most. I guess you could say.
Didn't you buy? But that was a while ago. You bought the Beetlejuice.
I did buy
cartoon.
something, right?
It was the Beetlejuice cartoon, I think.
That was for Galaxy Grudge Match. I did buy the Beetlejuice cartoon and its complete box set. Have I ever bought something for a Multiverse Match episode? I guess you could say I did buy a DVD of Bushwhacked so that I could easier watch it. So let's say that cost the most. Max Grabowski versus Henry Evans cost the most out of any Multiverse Match episode.
Oh boy.
What's the next question?
Is there a matchup that you regret doing?
No, I'm pretty happy with them all.
I regret. Sorry.
Which one do you regret? Yeah.
I slightly regret Thanos versus Space Jam because of like what's happened to me because of it behind the scenes.
If you include that, if you're including Galaxy Grudge Match, yeah, I regret Pennywise versus Bill.
Oh boy, what would have been the first episodes then?
The first episode could have been, fucking Sailor Moon versus Leonard Hofstadter from Big Bang Theory. That's our match.
Did you say Sailor Moon versus Leonard?
Yeah, Sailor Moon versus Leonard Hofstadter. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Then there would be 2 Big Bang Theory episodes.
That's what Galaxy Grudge Match will be known for. We're gonna use them all. Next we'll use Howard, then we'll use Raj.
So it'd be like, okay, so Animation Rewind Sans. 1 Minute Melee's gonna do a whole Dragon Ball season. Death Battle is too much Marvel and DC. Yeah.
We start fucking using Stuart, and we use every obscure side character that they have.
Who could Penny fight? Who could
Who could Amy fight?
Bernadette, I think her name is.
Bernadette. Yeah, Bernadette. There we go.
Oh, boy.
Oops, all Big Bang Theory. That'll be the season title.
Oh, you're right. Are there any match characters that will never appear in Multiverse Match at all?
Yes.
Nostalgia Critic.
Nostalgia Critic will not appear.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no AVGN versus Nostalgia Critic. Because Nostalgia Critic is cursed.
Yeah. Can we figure out another matchup for AVGN, or should we just leave it?
Maybe we could eventually, because I do love being a video game nerd.
Yeah.
We'll eventually see where that goes.
Maybe Galaxy Grudge Match, but that was not what the question was about, I guess.
Yeah.
Never. I'm not sure, because this goes back to like when we mentioned this before. I'm not sure if Galaxy Grudge Match or Multiverse Match will never have Homestar Runner, but it probably won't have Max heavily involved.
You would have to do the editing.
Yeah.
And you'd have to learn how to animate.
Oh boy, or we could get another animator again.
No one would do that.
What do you mean no one will do any of them?
Alright, what's Marco got to say? How about that guy? What's he got on his plate? Marco Valdez asks, at some point in the series, did we change the episode order? We did. Out of all the fights, which did you find the most silly? Probably Master Broski, Henry Evans. I think we've said that.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much, yeah. Those are the questions we've answered before.
They say they really like this show and hope that Season 2 is going to be a fun blast just like Season 1. Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Next question.
Okay, Akuma TH. Are rematches or same series matches on the table? Same series match. There's one. Series. We have one.
Oh, we do have one!
Let's keep that a secret for now.
That'll be a big secret. We got one big one.
There we are. How much does each episode cost? We kind of went into this. Yeah.
We just we never had to buy anything. I guess the only time I ever bought something was just because for the heck of it, like when I bought Bushwhack.
Yeah.
It's like it's free. We just make it.
Yeah.
What's the next question?
Would you take sponsorship deals?
Yeah, we'd probably have to stop using copyrighted music, and I like using some of that music.
Todd in the Shadows uses copyrighted music, but that's like the whole nature of his thing, that he reviews music.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess we'd be willing, but I don't know. I don't think anybody would take up a sponsorship deal Multiverse Match.
Yeah, or Galaxy Grudge Match. I don't know. Maybe if we do more like regular like review episodes and figure out like to get around those sorts of things. Because I've seen that sort of stuff get sponsorships before, but
yeah. What's the next question?
Maybe. Yeah, how niche are you willing to go? Like, for example, an online comic that doesn't have a big following in comparison to a more well...
Enough to use a movie that nobody's seen, like Bushwhacked, and that's how niche we're going.
Yeah, there's a movie... I guess we have niche movies. Online comic, it depends.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm willing to use comics like Johnny the Homicidal Maniac that only have like 6 or 7 issues, but we need sprites. We need to have sprites.
Yeah, it honestly depends on like how interested we are and like what they.
Yeah.
Like, web original stuff is like it's very tricky, I guess, in a way.
What's the next question? I guess it's
That's
Z-Dog.
the last question. Yeah, Z-Dog.
Okay. Favorite episodes, we've already said. We have Donald vs. Daffy's our number 1. You like, and after that point, you said Inspector Gadget RoboCop is your second favorite, or is there a different second favorite?
Yeah, I said that's one of my favorites. I think I just like slapped all the ones I really like together, and like I don't know if I have a
look back up to our tier list if you want to see.
Sure, yeah.
What matchup is your favorite this season conceptually? As a concept. As a concept, the idea of I do really enjoy the idea of Wreck-It Ralph as the Captain N, which is originally your idea. I think that was really fun to do.
Conceptually, if you think about it, Herbert vs. Light is a really good one.
Oh yeah, that's a really good one. I think it came out really nice.
That does something that isn't really usually done in verses. It takes two characters you wouldn't really think are applicable to verses, and we found a way.
Yeah, life finds a way.
Yeah.
Any fight you wanted to tackle this season, ended up scrapping. The ones that we wanted to tackle, we did. And if we didn't do them this season, they might be in season 2.
Yeah.
Favorite combatants? I like Freddy Krueger a lot. I like... Marty McFly and Different Pines are great. I love them. Steve Urkel and the Fonz are great. And Herbert West and Light Yagami. And Daffy Duck are pretty much my favorite characters here. I also really like Donald Duck. I actually don't know who I prefer between Donald and Daffy, because they're both great.
I'll say Gadget and RoboCop, Jaws, Marty McFly, Dipper, Goliath, Darkwing Duck. I like Movie Mario a bit. I like Fonz and Urkel a bit. I like Wreck-It Ralph and Captain N a bit, although I didn't like Wreck-It Ralph 2.
Ralph breaks the internet!
Boy, I like Donald vs. Daffy. Herbert vs. Light was good.
See, that's the thing. We like all these characters. That's why we're using them.
Yeah.
Every character here we like. We like them all. But I guess my favorite,
indeed.
My absolute favorite, I couldn't tell you because it always changes.
All right.
I guess this isn't Multiverse Match specific, but what happened to Cuphead vs. Bendy? It got canceled.
Yeah, pretty much. Maximum Combat ended. There was the animation for a bit, but I don't remember.
A little bit of hand-drawn stuff.
We're around. I don't remember if it's around anymore.
Next question from Mage.
Yeah. Well, show us what's in the fridge. Is this another? It's another gag. It's another spoof goof. Another inside little thing.
Joker is Mage. There you go.
I have some applesauce. I have some ketchup and mustard. I have some.
You're taking this too literal.
I don't know everything that's in my fridge. I don't know. Okay, the second question is, what's the most ridiculous thing you've written in an episode but had to remove? I actually have an answer. Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
I guess that's the broader example. If we want a specific example, when I said like Sakura was gonna catch hot dogs in her mouth, I almost said she was gonna catch wieners in her mouth.
And then you had to figure out the age of Sakura, and that's not really set in stone, is it?
Yeah, it's not. It's inappropriate, so don't do it.
So me and Brandon stopped you.
Yeah. Alright.
Next question is from Supersonic Man 9000. First question: what are your favorite video games, movies, shows, cartoons, anime, and literature? I guess we'll take them individually.
That's a lot of them. Dang.
My favorite video game is my favorite video games are the Twisted Metal franchise. My favorite movie is Army of Darkness, Back to the Future, and Rocky. My favorite TV show is How I Met Your Mother. My favorite cartoon is Gravity Falls. Now, speaking of combat, or shall I say combat with a K, Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat? Street Fighter. I'll go Street Fighter.
Yeah, I gotta say Street Fighter. Mortal Kombat has its moments, but I
Mortal
generally
Kombat's
prefer
too
this.
grim and depressing. I mean, I watch horror movies, but you know, it's like usually in a kind of fun way. But I don't know. Street Fighter seems more lively.
Yeah, I usually prefer the style of Street Fighter. I will say that I liked out of the Mortal Kombat games, for some reason I like the style of the first 3 that they did more than like the later ones, because like I don't know, it's
although Mortal Kombat is the only franchise that's given me Rambo and the Terminator and RoboCop in a video game together.
Yeah, I suppose that it has that. The guest characters so far have been mostly
pretty good. If they include Ash, then maybe I'll change my tune. Maybe, because Army of Darkness is my favorite movie, so if they include Ash, they've got me.
There we are. What if he just shows up in Street Fighter for some reason?
Well, then Street Fighter's got me. Okay,
there we
next question. You read it.
Okay, Rampage Animations. We haven't seen
it in a while,
it's
Ramp.
Hi. What do you think your true final episode is going to be? It's Max versus Ducko.
No, it's not going to be Max versus Ducko.
It's going to be both.
It's going to be some episode that when we decide to stop, and that'll just be it.
Yeah, one we really like, and then we just do that, and then bye-bye.
Fintan Majora asks, have you ever played Nier Automata? If so, what are your thoughts? I have not. That's one of 2B, right?
Yeah, I have not played it either. I know our good friend Tiki played it, and it's a really nice game. All I know is that I want 2B to crush me.
And that is the last of that question we'll ever hear. Will you consider getting more people to aid you with researching calcs for a show, or at least aiding and running the channel? Personally, I'd love to lend a hand. We would like to have you on board if you'd want to, but I'm not sure if some of our fights are like things that you'd want to research, because we have a lot of specific interests that are more or less anime-like. And I guess I guess you strike me as someone that would like that stuff more. Although I don't know you personally, so maybe you do want to research like fucking someone obscure like a sitcom character. You want to talk about Full House. That's what you want to do. Oh boy.
If based on the name, I guess if we want a Zelda character on.
Oh yeah, I know Brandon could probably also help with Zelda.
Yeah, that is the thing. If we have.
We're on our final question now. This is the last one. It's from Rivet Theater, so you read that.
Oh dang, we're already on the last question?
Yeah,
okay.
Well, no, we've been here for like an hour.
Oh yeah. Okay, Rivet Theater. Can you do these fights? No. We're not no fucking request.
I don't know, it could be the year being a little
if you're being a little jokester, oh, you want me to bring up you and Freddy Fazbear, huh? You want me to bring that up?
We're done. Oh, it's an unironic question. Rivet's asking an unironic question.
Unironically, what is one thing you would change about Multiverse Match and Galaxy Grudge Match? It can be about an individual episode or just the series as a whole.
I would give us a different intro for Multiverse Match. I'm getting sick of the song that you have, where it's called named after Foreskin.
Yeah, Mighty Morphin Foreskin.
Season 2, we were changing that theme song. I don't know what we'll do. We'll find a song. We gotta replace it.
I feel like the idea... Do we want a long intro again, or do we just want, like, Multiverse Match shows up and then we, like, start talking and, like, there's the song, I kind of
just want, like, a pretty short intro. Just like a little short one that has characters we both like.
It'd be fine, though, if it was just, like, a short bumper. Like, Death Battle has a short bumper, you know, and it's just the title. And then we just get to it.
But yeah, there's not much else I would change about Multiverse Match. I think it's just real. I think the only thing I would change is to make Inspector Gadget vs. RoboCop's like transitions the same as every other episode, because that bugs me. But that's it.
And the only things
what would you change?
I would we already sort of talked about this. The only thing really is, like, I guess waiting a little bit on sprites for some of them, but that's really just circumstances.
And that's all the questions for this.
Oh yeah, there we are.
Match Q&A. We've been having a lot of fun making this show, and I'm actually really excited because whenever it's like another season, and like I feel like we've done so many fights, I'm like, I wonder what we even have left in us. But then season 2, every fight there is for me, it's a banger. I like all of them.
Oh yeah.
I think they're all going to be really fun to do, and I think we got a lot more steam in us for more shows, more episodes of this show, and I don't intend on stopping anytime soon. Maybe, like in the next season, maybe we can do like more of a collaborative process of that idea of animating a fight together. Maybe we can have an idea come to our mind. We can start animating it throughout the season, and then maybe it could be like a season finale, but it would have to be a big one if we were going to do that. But yeah, this has been a really fun trip, and I thank you all for watching this Q&A and like following us throughout this whole time, because it's been more than a year, and it's been really fun.
Yeah, Max pretty much said a lot of what I would say to you guys. Thank you all for watching Multiverse Match, Galaxy Grudge Match, anything on Galaxy Video. Thank you for all your support, but no thank you for all the the comments that were just suggestions. But I still appreciate having you around and seeing all the things you had to say.
Here's to more.
Yeah, here's to more, and here's to good 2021. And
hopefully, it'll be better than 2020.
Yeah.
All right.
And I suppose after this we have
the
trailer. Yeah, the trailer.
We almost completely forgot. We need to show you guys what's next, like what's gonna be the season 2 premiere. So let's show you that. Yeah. And we'll get right back to you, and we can talk about the match that we've chosen.
Pokemon is an undeniable obsession with children across the country.
Everybody wants to be a master. Battle in 3D. A massive explosion!
That's it. Right, it's Mewtwo versus Tetsuo. Mewtwo from Pokemon.
Yeah, it's Mewtwo versus Tetsuo.
Tetsuo from Akira. This is like sort of newish territory, although we have done video games and anime before, but I guess we've never done Pokemon before, and Akira is really popular. That trailer was made by our friend Brandon, who's going to be helping us the episode. He helped us Knight vs. Sakura, and I think this will be better than that, even though I still think Knight vs. Sakura was good.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Yes.